Hello, this is Cinnamon Sunshine, your black Indian, hailing out of corrupt ass Memphis, Tennessee. You know, I was leaving where I had to flee my home with two of my dogs that I had to. Oh, let's start with a prayer. I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. I am covered by my ancestors, those that dwell in the light as well as the dark, as well as other entities that look out for my best interest and the interest of my animals and the interest of my family and their animals. Um, I was leaving an area where I had to literally flee my home. Uh, when I was kidnapped by the Memphis police and then stalked and harassed by Memphis Animal Services. And then they brought malicious charges in environmental court, and they were just harassing me so bad that I literally had to sleep in my car with two of my dogs and had to put two in boarding that I had to buy back for $800 after they stole them. They literally broke in the house and stole them. No warrant, no probable cause, no nothing. They just took them. And I was, in that place, and it just brought back memories, bad memories. And I was just thinking, and I watched some of the people out feeding street babies, and I'm glad that they are out there. And I was talking to someone about this, and it's hard to really come to the realization that part of this had a racial component. It's like, okay, these people out here feeding, they're doing the same thing I was doing, my family was doing. My family didn't really want to be seen on camera. So it looked like it was just me, but it never was. And I probably shouldn't have been on camera either on Facebook, because you got these sickos, the sick dog pound people, the sick rescue people. You got a bunch of sickos out there. But, when you look at this stuff and I'm looking at them and I'm like, what was the difference? What was different about what I was doing or we were doing opposed to what these people are doing? Absolutely nothing. We were giving them water. I don't think they were even giving them water back then. They weren't even giving out water. And the reason I said that is because oftentimes they would say to me or send me a message, you give them water too? Yeah, when you eat, don't you want to wash it down with something? When it's hot, don't you want some water? So, I look and I'm like, okay, what's the difference? I would ask for donations for gas. I would ask for donations for food. That's where Betty Mendoza targeted me. She contacted me on Facebook because I was just out there feeding homeless dogs. Oh, well, I work for a volunteer at this rescue, and I can Animal Corporation, something. And there is a dog food plant in Byhalia, and they would give them like loads of dog food that was like expired, which the plant manager told me himself that dog food is good 2 years after the date. So she would donate the food through me. She hit me up, if that's the right slang, on Facebook saying, hey, I see what you're doing. I want to help you. Never believe a motherfucker when they say I want to help you. Oh, that's a code word for disaster. I was being targeted, and you have to think, why? There's nothing that I was doing, nothing that I said. They were killing for space and all that. People still in uprise. They're about to be sued for killing for space, I think. So there's nothing that was different other than the color of my skin. There was nothing that I was doing online. There was nothing that I was doing with the dogs in the streets. There was nothing that my family was doing any different than anyone else except for race. I am an indigenous woman of color. That is the only difference. I am a black Indian. I'm a black Native American of mixed ancestry. That's the only difference. I'm not a Puerto Rican trying to pass for white. Y'all know who y'all are. I said it. I'm not any of that. I'm a black Native American. So that's the only difference. And it really pisses me. It really pisses, because you're not looking out for the dogs. You're looking out for fame and money. That's it. There was nothing that I was, and that had a lot to do with being targeted because they wanted to keep it white. They wanted to keep the money flow. I got several messages, some from people that I don't even like, and I don't think they like me for whatever reason, that told me, sent me messages saying this was about money. That's just a revelation I came to. Racism has really stuck his head in on this, and it's sad. It's sad for the dogs. I guess I'll end it with there. This is Cinnamon Sunshine, hailing from corrupt ass Memphis, Tennessee. I am covered by the blood of Jesus. I am covered by my ancestors. I am covered by entities that look out for my best interest. So as above, so is below. Thank you. Be safe. And good night.